Bayezalene kayeni labo baba. Bayezalena. They are coming. They are coming. They are coming. They are coming. In this family, you won't bury people. Huh? People die at the young age in your lineage, your family. We are going to break the limit. 60, we are going to kill that. You will jump. How old are you now?
54.
6 years to come. This is the reason why I'm asking. Because in this family it's difficult to jump 60 years. So we are going to break the limit. We will break a news. I mean, you'll break a history. You will jump. Okay?
Amen.
Just check. Check in your family. Huh? Before the 60s. So from today, this problem, we are going to kill it, destroy it, you will jump. You will jump, you will live. You will not die at the age of 60. Take your arm.
Thank you, man of God. I'm back by the cloud. You know, the cloud changes each and every time. Looking into the cloud now, when you look at this cloud, when you go and when you come back, you look at the same cloud, it's no more the same shape. Okay? So we must understand when you are in cloud, things will just be not normal every time. We are going to be caught up. Things will change every time. Right. Don't forget to prepare for me a fruit, one fruit, not too much, just a small anyana fruit. If you are two, you must cut it into two. Okay? Yeah, a fruit. We are going to declare the body and the flesh of our Lord Jesus Christ not so long after this, after we are done now with this Melchizedek. Right. As I told you, in proceeding of where we ended, yes, understanding the mystery of the clouds of weaknesses is a cloud that which has surrounded us. Cloud which has what? Has surrounded us. Right. A cloud which has what? Which has surrounded us. That's right. Now I believe everyone can hear me. Everyone can hear me. Bless you, bless you. Thank you. Also, those who are in Facebook confirming. Those who are in the YouTube, also thank you for confirming that the sound is audible. God bless you. Right. We proceed with this Melchizedek. The great cloud which has surrounded us is always around us. That's what I'm saying. You can sleep on the ground while you are not in the ground. Being revealed into a mystery of the clouds. So as men and women of God, let's see what God is doing unto our life. God is here to give us life in abundantly. It's all about changing into the clouds. Changing into the clouds. Dreams and visions are cloud form. So the last administration of Jesus, that's where we were. The last administration of Jesus, it was in the cloud. Right? Let's go back to the book of Thessalonians, chapter 4. Thessalonians, chapter 4. This is the appearance of Melchizedek session. We cannot speak of dreams if we don't understand this. Clouds cannot carry weight. clouds, they carry only that which is moisture, cloud-like, vapor. So the more we fast, now we are losing not just a physical weight, but a weight that which ensnares us, which is a sin like. Weight is a sin. Because you cannot function properly in your ministry, in your life, in your lifetime, individually, in your assignment. There's too much weight that which hinders you not to see the spiritual. Romans 8, the spirit is antagonal to the flesh. When you oppress the flesh, the more the spirit arises. When you oppress the spirit, the more the flesh arises. So in dominant of the flesh, therefore you now go to the clouds. You will not sleep in your bedroom. Let's clap for Jesus. It will not be your bedroom. You will not sleep in the bed which you sleep always. It will be surrounded by the cloud of weaknesses. Because now there's no weight in you. And suddenly, what happens? One of them, those who are weaknesses, they get to be excited with your light that you have attained while you are still in the flesh. Now they appear to you. They come to bless 24 elders. Just as he went to John and said, John, why are you weeping? The tribe of Lion of Judah has now prevailed. He has now overcome. He was able to open the scroll from within and outside. Now meaning the elder could see how John suffered in the heavens with weeping. So in the same way, when the weaknesses are around you, when they see that you lack a prophecy, they will give you the prophecy. Oh my God. When you lack deliverance, they will give you the spirit of deliverance. When you lack revelation, those who preach fluently in revelation, they will come and appear to you. There was one of the days where I saw Koppers Van Ransbeck. Now, I saw him, he appeared and he gave me, the shocks. The shock, the shock. Those white shock that we use in school. Man, when you write on the chalkboard, there are pieces that are left. So he was teaching. All those pieces which were left there, he carried them. He put them on my mouth. Okay? Yes, and I begin to eat. I eat. And somewhere I will see that, man, at this deep level, I wouldn't reach if it was not those shocks. So don't despise those who are in the cloud. Yes, our author, the finisher, we must look unto him. You don't call Kenneth Hagin, come. Kenneth Coughlin. Kenneth Hagin, come. Jack Cole, come. Ellen, come. Catherine Kuhlman, come. You look unto the author and the finisher, the gate, the entrance. So when you enter there, you become a vapor as well, the smoke. You understand how the heavens are designed with peaceful mind. And if they are designed with peaceful mind, meaning the order is that's what we mean, the order of Melchizedek. The order of Melchizedek, we mean the peaceful place. That's why Jesus announced, I did not come for peace, because he was peace. How can you come for peace when you are peace? If it's a family of two, you'll divide. That's why your answers, if they are vapor, a vapor. If it's a family of five, two will be against three, three will be against two. It's Luke chapter 12. If it's a family of five, two will be against three. So the answer will divide them. Those who are of the flesh, ancestors, and those who are of the clouds, heavenly, caught up. So when you are caught up into the heavens, you die and you come back. You die and come back. And there's no way you cannot die and not meet with the cloud. Jesus was taken by the cloud. It swallowed him. And now listen to Apostle Paul when he's teaching here. Now do not be ignorant. Verse 13. I do not want you to be ignorant, brothers, concerning those who are asleep, lest you sorrow as the others. You see? Meaning you will weep like others. who have not hope. So us, we don't weep. In the heavens, there's no weeping. When you fast, don't do like those hypocrites in the synagogue. Put your lipstick. Wash your face. Let no one see that you are in fasting. Hey, why don't you bath? I'm in fasting. Hey, con. Hey. I want to know we are only vele. We are in fasting. We are in fasting. Yeah, there are people when they have been fasting, a man's about tint. And when you ask Maraemuna, I'm in fasting. Wash your face. In the heavens, there's no weeping. Revelation chapter 5. In the same way, they uttered the sayings, you are holy. Not weeping the sayings, but they are saying the utterance. You are holy. Blessed is the one who was slain, crucified. He was able to redeem us by the blood. They keep on saying that. You see, those are the elders. And the creatures, 4 living creatures, join them in the midst to redeem them. They've been redeemed from people, nations. So if they are redeemed, meaning they've been caught up into the cloud. They've entered the cloud. So ignorance, it's when you ignore your visions, your dreams of those who are alive in the cloud. Now listen. Verse 15. Or verse 14. For if we believe that Jesus died and rose again, even so, God will bring... Hey, did you hear this? Hey, did you hear this? God will bring with him those who are asleep in Jesus. Who sleep in Jesus. So there are those who sleep in Jesus. And the last ministry of Jesus was in the cloud. So meaning those who sleep in Jesus are also in the cloud. You can't sleep in Jesus and not be in the cloud. Jesus revealed where the last administration was in the cloud. I read it for you, Acts chapter 1. After he has said these things, he was lifted up and into the heavens, and the cloud swallowed him. It removes him from their face. That was a good departure to show us where the glory lies, where the glory ends, where the servants who died in Jesus are. So they are kept in the cloud. Now when they are kept in the cloud, listen to this. For this we say to you by the word of the Lord, that we who are alive, now get this, those who are in the body, and remain until the coming, by no means precede those who are asleep. There's no way that we will not follow those who slept in. So when you are caught up each and every day, taken to where those who are asleep, is a cloud, is a peaceful place. Hey. There was a time, I won't mention who are these great generals. I was with them in a very beautiful place. 2 of them. Very unique. And God is using mightily, very mightily, even in this time. One is in the glory, one is still here on earth. And we were sitting together in the table, eating. Wow. Smiling to each other. And suddenly they were discussing some matters. So look at this panel. The earth will not finish without thy dominion. Without over. Now we're eating. And what we were eating? Fruits. It was fruits there. When I came out of the vision, I never feel so much joy. You know, when you see the great in your vision, and God shows you the one who's gone and the one who's still alive. Two. In the glory, the one in the cloud and the one who's still in the physical. But both of them, they manifested the same glory. Now listen to this. Remain the coming of the Lord by the means of the proceeding we are going to follow. And 16, now you see, imagine, I was eating with them. Now I came back. Meaning I died. I came back. Caught up, it means you die from the physical. That's why when you go and sleep, your room can change and be a cloud. You may sleep on the ground, yet you are not sleeping on the ground. People who sleep in the bed are harassed by spirits because there's too much weight. Weight takes you far from the protection. Mbano was isikadangelo. Isikadangelo is this thing which presses you. It's like yeah, it's a nightmare, sort of nightmare. But it oppresses you. You see that you can't awake. Do you know that thing? Hey, that thing, I don't love it. I used to have it when I was not born again. Hey, that thing is very painful. You see that you want to, you want to wake up. But there's this pressure that pulls you down. And you know, I had to, when I was not born again, now I had a formula how to escape it. I was give upping. I used to give up, not fighting that thing. And until, when you give up, your mind switches quickly, you get the power to wake up. I'm not teaching you to escape the khatel. But if by means you are caught by it, this is how you have to. But at this time, at this level, men and women of God, you don't have to experience such. The cloud is nearby you. You are surrounded by the great cloud of weaknesses. Great cloud of weaknesses. Remove every weight so that you will not be found in the bed of oppression. So that you will not be found in the bed where you are crying without answers, weeping without answers, praying without answers. Come to the cloud. When you utter, you become, your words changes into a smoke. You begin to speak utterances. The insects begins to come out of your that's why he that speak in tongues does not speak to any man. Speak directly to God. The smoke, the insects, it goes up. There was a day we were doing a project in the plot, and some generals begin to went to a mountain to pray. You know, I was not aware that they went to pray. There were many. As they were speaking in tongues, I started to hear how God. I said, "Yo, music is how God hears these things. It's so nice." I didn't hear tongues. I heard the songs. They were speaking in tongues, but I heard the songs coming into my ears. I said, who are these? Who are these people who are worshiping? Now I had to pay attention. Oh, they are speaking in tongues. Meaning tongues when they are, that's why God loves tongues. Tongues behaves like insect, like a smoke. If you don't know the smoke, how it functions, you don't know how the tongues function. Tongues is the language of the smoke. Tongues is how the smoke functions. Where the smoke moves is where the tongues move. That's why when the earth is full of the glory, it means when the cloud is now everywhere. Every time when the cloud is nearby, thunders, lightnings, voices, heavenly beings, mighty angels. There's no way that mighty angel, you heard Revelation chapter 10, verse 1. The mighty angel came out of the cloud. One of the feet was where? On the sea. One of the feet was on the earth. There's no way there will be no shaking, sudden shaking, earthquake. There's no way that there will be no floods. So interpret things correctly when the disasters are happening here on earth. It might be appearances. An angel is visiting somewhere. So angels are not in the form of nature. Angels are supernaturally natured, like supernatural, cloud-like. That's why cloud, you look at it, but that thing is a bicycle. After that, it changes, but it's a horse. After that, it changes. Wow, it's a flower. After this, wow, it's a love. There was a day when I was praying. That's where now I'm fighting to build a double store prayer room in that place. Because it's a place where I encounter with too much clout in that place. Don't despise a place where God appeared to you so strong. Every prophet of the old, when they were in the had an encounter, they put a stone and named those places. They gave those places names. So it's not wrong to do that. You can still do that even today, men and women of God. I tell you, you can still do. Most especially, people says, us, we are not of the old. We are not like, hey, when they were passing, Jacob put a stone. That stone is where he met with an angel. That place was called Peniel. It's a space between an angel and God and Jacob. And that's where an angel break his hip. He saw an angel face to face. In between is Peniel, P-I. But the face is the face of God. Is Peniel, P-E-U-E-N-L. So the place everywhere where they were passing, they would put the stone. Moses, they call a place Mara. Because the water was what? Bitter. So everywhere they were moving, they would put, even where Achan, Joshua, when Achan died, one of his opponent sons, who was like a trustee, when the angel of the Lord said, do not take any treasure in Jericho, he took for himself treasures. When they bent, they put a stone and they wrote the place. They call the place Achan. Achan means the curse. Because when the angel said, it is your son who took that's why you lose the battle. Now, the angel, Joshua encountered with God, inquired with God. Why we defeated so large numbers, but we were beaten by a small? You see, you can conquer huge battle, but be defeated by a small battles. Joshua chapter 8. Go and read for yourself. Joshua inquired with God concerning the battle of Ahai. Ahai, it was a nation. A nation of Ai, King Ahai. Ahai. So that nation was a small nation, but it battled, and the Israelites they flee from the battle. And Joshua bowed down to God and said, why? He says, one of your sons took what was wrong. He took what was wrong. And Joshua, he said, let's go. They burned him, not only him, together with his children and his wife, because all of them, they were in contact to those treasures were taken illegally. That's why Abraham never took anything from the king of Sodom. He says, I will not take anything from you, lest you say you make Abraham rich. You know, there are some gifts that when they come, they can defile you. That's why God does not want any fingerprint from you. He wants to bless you with the same image of dreams and vision. He draws down blessings. List one says, I make him rich. List one says, I anointed him. List one says, he's in this level is because of me. But God says, I will do it. Elijah, take the jar. So when you don't honor your dreams, your visions, it will be difficult. So the Joshua put a stone there. That place they call Achan. Achan is a place of the curse. It's when it's out of Jerusalem. It's where people who were cursed, they were thrown out. It's there. It was there from the time of Joshua. Achan is the bones of the one who disobey the command of God. Achan, he died. He was burned by Joshua. Kill him and his children and his wife. And the tent, they burned. There's some treasures there. If you open to take those treasures, you might be cursed. So, that was a curse that was released upon Achan. And those who are cursed in Jerusalem will be thrown out into a place called Achan. It's where Joshua's opponent, son, who died and be killed by the disobedient. Don't be afraid to kill that which contaminates you. Don't be afraid during this fasting to kill that which destroys you or delays you. Don't be afraid to remove anything that which seems to be cursed or results to a curse to your life. Don't be afraid. Prayer and fasting, it means set your heart free from every curse. Set yourself free from everything that contaminates you. 2 Corinthians chapter 7, all these promises are ours. Verse 1, let's leave everything that hinders, that contaminates us. Hebrews 12, set aside everything that hinders you, that causes your heart to have a weight, that causes your heart to be oppressed. Are people, when they teach, you think that they are preaching mysteries, yet they are justifying offense, justifying unforgiveness, justifying hatreds. Forgive, and you shall be forgiven. When we forgive the past, the new is to come. That's why if you don't forgive things that happened to your life, no matter how painful it was, if you don't forgive it, you say, in the beginning, there was this disappointment. And anything that you build, it shall fall. Everything is bound to fall when its foundation is offense, its foundation is for unforgiveness, its foundation is hatred, its grudge, its foundation. That's why there are people today who fast to be greater than others. Hi, if you can just fast to be in the cloud is enough. Just be happy. Whether God blesses you, just be happy because you are in the cloud. You sleep in the cloud. When you take your pillow, it's not like you are sleeping in the check. You are not sleeping. It's not like you are sleeping in the room, one room. No, it's heavenly, peaceful. A place of honor, grounded by the presence, where the angels are coming in, depositing scrolls. When they come in, when you wake up, wow, what a wonderful mystery. You begin to speak. You begin to teach. You are strengthened. Anything that you do, you don't do it with a weak strength. You are strengthened always. Even when there's no reason to celebrate, to have a joy, you'll have a joy. Because you drank directly from the cloud. Out of the cloud, he came out and brought out bread and the wine. Go and read Genesis 14. Verse 14. He says, Melchizedek, king of Salem, meaning from the cloud. No trace. He brought out bread, bringing out, meaning he take out, giving to Abraham. Blessed be Abraham, by the Most High God, the possessor of heaven and the earth. So it doesn't matter what happened to you in the past, painful. If you don't want to let go of things that hurt you, you say, in the beginning, I was hurt. And you must know anything you build, it will stuck on the way because of something. The ground still has something that which is not there. It must have a rainbow. When there's a rainbow, it stands. All colors are visible. I'm finishing with this one. The candlesticks, Zechariah chapter 4, in the midst of the throne, there was this candlestick. The candlestick joined to the 7 pipes into the lampstands. Lampstands is what holds the candles. So, the candles, if they don't submit to the lampstand, the candles, they are bound not to show the light. If you take the candle, you just throw it like you put it horizontally, it will switch off. But if it stands like this, with the stick, a candlestick, it's balanced. So if the candle does not submit, so if your oil, your dreams, your mind, your vision, does not submit to the level of the clouds, the spirit, where Jesus was caught up, it might not be visible. Even when it was a proper dream, it might not shine. The candle must be balanced. They must submit. That's what we mean. Okay, let me put it this way. Because it's Melchizedek apparent section. You ought to submit to the candlestick. What do I mean? Matthew 5, you are the light. Okay? You are the light of this world. Okay? If your eye is not bright, Matthew 6, if your eye is dim, the whole body will be dim. Okay? But if your eye is healthy, what happens? The whole body will be proper. It will have a light, meaning your candle will shine. So if you don't submit in humility as a candle, Your light cannot be visible. That's why Jeremiah chapter 3, I will give you spiritual shepherd after my own heart. When God blesses you with a shepherd, try by all means that you don't offend their spirit. At least they serve you with grief. Yes, they can serve you with grief, with pain. It's Hebrews chapter 13. So try by all means that you don't offend your shepherds, your spiritual shepherd. I'm talking about the physical. How will you honor those who are not visible if you don't honor those who are visible to you? Try by all means. Try. No matter the voices can come to your life, no matter the wrong dreams, no matter, things happens to your life, never turn your back to those who help you from the beginning. Okay? The Lord God Almighty bless you all. So this is Melchizedek appearance session. Candles must submit into the lampstands so that they may be bright. So they cannot be bright if they are not submitting to. So in humility, when you fast, humble yourself. James chapter 5. Those who humble themselves unto the Lord. Okay. He shall what? That they may decrease. When we humble, we are decreasing, that he may increase. Humble yourself, he shall lift you up. When he lift you up, those who humble themselves, they shall be lifted up. Their lamp will not be dim. They will be bright. They will be visible. They will shine also. It will not be hidden. Anything that they do, whatever they say with their mouth, it will not beat the air. It will be a proper meaning. It will bring joy to the listeners, joy to those who hear. Because now it's not look at this cloud. Very strong. Rain will come down today. Let's do it quick. And immediately while we are still busy, it came. At times when I will say, you see, these are two doves. Ask my wife. I will say, these are two doves. You know what does it mean? She will say, I don't know. Okay. These two doves, it means in 2 hours it will be raining. And I'll forget about that. I'll be reminded later, you said after 2 hours it will be raining. So if you are a prophet, anything that happens in the sky, it communicates. Anything. That's why when you wake up, don't just look down on the ground. Look unto the clouds. Check the shapes. You know the day can pass without one looking unto the clouds. If I can ask, today there was a moon. One can say, no, I don't know. Tell me what was there on the sky today. No one can tell. Because everyone, when they wake up, they are focusing if I can reach in the office. A risen sun of yesterday is not the same sun that will rise today. There's a difference. So, Jesus was swallowed by the clouds. We don't talk about another cloud. We talk about the same clouds that we are under. Same. Oh, well, if the angel came out of the cloud, we're talking about this one that we should know. This one that when they will make a face of a teddy bear. We talk about them. Sometimes, some clouds, as I was explaining, there's a place where I'm building, I'm fighting to build a double store. Because that place is where the rap cloud came in love and rapped me. Everyone was crying and said, today I'm going, I'm dying. It rapped me. It was so molded with love. It's a cloud-like, physically. We're not talking about what we dream now. Now it happens physically. That's all right? So it will be dark like it's at night. what is during the day. Sometimes it's not the sun for the whole day, not for it to move. And it will happen in that way. Sometimes the sun is well during the day is perfect in one day, non-stop, non-stop, no breaking, nothing. It was at night when I stayed.